shoulder, no care over here, so we put it in the air.
Live from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Boston Red Sox. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, J.D. Martinez.
Yeah, Blue, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs. Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And stepping in is the speedy Jose Azocar. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. The other way. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, it can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Two outs. Towards first. Casas steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're dialed into. Back here at Fenway Park. And towing the slab, Jesus Luzardo.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
So stepping in for Boston, Zach McKinstry. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next pitch misses way outside. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
1-2 here. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, anytime you launch one foul that has the distance, it's tough to reset for the rest of the at-bat. He's going to have to do it here. You know, that changeup didn't fool him by much, but it did its job and had him out front.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and There's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Jaron Duran in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Azokar makes a nice running catch. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. And a big factor for them in recent games, Zach McKinstry.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And it hits off the monster. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Gordon throws to first, and that is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Andrew Vaughn. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. In there at the knees.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swings through him for the catch. Pulled the string on the changeup. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Siggy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. And now it's filled up. And he hits a ground ball right side. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez. A little out front there as he swings through it. Chop to third. The throw to first. And quickly one away in the second. And here is Connor Wong. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Well struck left field. Reyes going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting 7, the first baseman,
And now Tristan Casas. First pitch swinging.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And that one fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second and final game of the series. That one misses, and that is ball 1. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Not even close there. And it's 2-2. That's to third. Toro throws across the diamond. That's out number 3. Left for the Red Sox. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and now the DH, Robert Whitaker. Crochet back to work. Slice the other way and foul. Whitaker measures 5 feet 8 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. So up next, Abraham Toro. There's a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The wind to kick the pitch. Out to short. Adames. On to first. And that is that. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still set for the bottom of the third. Here's Trevor Story now. The wind of the pitch. Swung on. Belted. That one's back. Tattooed and gone. A soaring shot to center. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Duran in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Pitch misses there. And a count 1-2. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Hard hit right side. And there's two down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. And that is the inning. Solo shot opens the scoring for Boston. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And up next for Miami, Jose Azocar. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Fastball for a strike. 1 down, base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2. And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging. And there's 2 down.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
The rise. Batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Two outs. A little bit high, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side. Story sends it over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So 12 up, 12. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4. Now it's the DH, Yoan Moncada. In the air, out towards right center. Mesa drifts towards it, puts it away for the out. 1 away. And Martinez. First time up, he grounded to third. And ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
Next to hit, Connor Wong.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And a swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Casas takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a foul ball. Here's a rip to short. but he's there for the third out.
That one was ticketed.
Back inside Fenway Park, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. As the lefty gets to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That's down and in.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slings to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Nick Gordon digs in now. There's a strike. The Fish hitless so far in the game. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there are two down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And the batter now, Quincy Hart. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout.
Be my vision, be my addiction. Show me what I'm missing. Show me how you listen.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Luzardo back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. This is off the inside, and that's ball one. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's Trevor Story. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left field. And there's two down. So the batting order turns over. And stepping in for Boston, Zach McKinstry. That's ripped. Base hit. And that extends the inning. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man at first. Now batting Jarren Duran. Here goes the runner. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We're through 5. And we're back here at Fenway Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Robert Whitaker. And there's the strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
That goes to show you just how hard it is to throw a perfect game. I mean, one lapse in concentration, one loose pitch, and the chance is gone in an instant. Now we'll see if it affects him as he continues to chase this no-hitter.
Throw to second. Ow!
Wow, he just showed right there why he's known for having one of the best arms, one of the elite arms in the league. Man, that runner had a big lead at first base. You usually don't get thrown out, but this guy's such a great thrower. That's pretty amazing right there.
That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. High fly ball, right field. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that quickly, 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Toro in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Outside low, 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. So now 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to Casas. That's the 3rd out. So he's through 6. Back here in Fenway, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Willie Adames. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Navigating this Boston lineup, it's not easy. And this guy at the plate, one of the best power-hitting shortstops of the game. And they get Adames for the out. And there's 1 down. Here is Moncada. And there's a foul ball. Moncada measures 6 feet 2 inches. 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's J.D. Martinez. Ground ball left side, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here. Cedane Rafaela. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield to push a run across.
This to third. Sends it to first. And that is that. And the Red Sox lead. So coming into the game now on defense, Cedane Rafaela. He'll be out in left field. So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, Pablo Reyes. There's a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. It's so impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
And 1-2.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
That one almost got him. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts him on their heels.
Azokar, batting with one down, takes a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one. And the count is 1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering is down low.
One strike.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. To the right side. Tosses to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game up until this point. And maybe he didn't get all the way to 27 outs, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, really fantastic effort. Gave us all a great show, and now we'll see what's left for him. So digging in, Andrew Vaughn gets the call. Strike one.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. It's the back here in Boston, bottom of the 7th. Still stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. In the air, left field, under this one. And a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
1 and 2.
Bounce to third. On the run, throw to first. And O'Neill is retired. That one at the knees for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
He's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch. Johnny Brebbia taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
McKinstry at the plate and takes high there. They say you win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League back in Boston, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gordon. The lefty fires. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And there's the strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Slider got him for strike 3.
That's a really great job of sequencing. Pitch before, good fastball through the zone, and as a hitter, you got to be ready to get on that with 2 strikes. He breaks it off. Good slider to the outside corner of the plate. Tell you what, that was a really good pitch.
And that's in there at the knees. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 2. Red Sox leading it by 2. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground. And foul ball. Very high with that one. And now it's 3-2. Got him swinging.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Whitaker, the next pitching coach, probably trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up. That's in there. And base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So now a pinch hitter, Brent Rooker, a runner on first with 2 gone for him. There's a strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the 2nd and final game of the series. That misses the zone. And 1-1.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been so impressive.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. 1 left for Miami. Staying in the game on defense, Brent Rooker. A new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
0-2 now. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Into center. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. So up next, Willie Adames. Late with the swing there.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 outs. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Rafael Devers.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Wouldn't chase that time. Ground ball to the right side. Boots it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And the pitch. Ripped to third. Whips it to Casas. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now the left fielder, Pablo Reyes. First pitch misses. Bautista, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. He was late there, strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Now only one out remaining.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Azokar stands in now and watches strike one. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bautista is just 1 strike away. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, these 2-game series are kind of strange. You're just so used to, as a ball player, 3 games or 4 games. But you split, you feel like, okay, ho-hum, maybe it was a tie. We got to win, and we're out of here.
When I choose to kick it,